Dr. Evan Carter wasn't just a scientist, he was a temporal architect. His work transcended the boundaries of conventional science, delving into the mysteries of time itself. Unlike his peers, who were content with studying the natural world, Evan sought to manipulate it. He envisioned a future where time was not a linear path, but a malleable dimension, one that could be bent and twisted to serve humanity's needs. He toiled tirelessly in his state-of-the-art lab, a symphony of flickering lights and humming machines. This was no ordinary laboratory. It was an outdoor sanctuary of innovation, filled with cutting-edge technology that seemed almost otherworldly. Each piece of equipment was meticulously designed to probe the secrets of time, to unlock its hidden potential. The air was thick with the scent of fresh earth and the hum of machinery, creating a unique blend of nature and technology. His was a quest to conquer the very fabric of time. He spent countless hours studying natural phenomena, observing the subtle ways in which time influenced the world around him. With a notepad in hand, he meticulously recorded his observations, each note bringing him one step closer to his ultimate goal. The meadow became his canvas, and time his medium, as he painted a picture of a future where the past could be rewritten. His invention, the chronotron, a device capable of erasing individuals from the timeline. This was no mere theoretical construct. It was a tangible piece of technology, a marvel of modern science. The chronotron stood as a testament to Evan's genius, a sleek, futuristic device that seemed to pulse with an inner light. It was designed to interact with the very fabric of reality, to reach into the past and alter the course of history. Evan's eyes, usually filled with the cool glint of scientific curiosity, now flickered with an unsettling intensity. The weight of his discovery bore down on him, a heavy burden that he alone could carry. His mind raced with the possibilities and the ethical dilemmas that his invention presented. Could he really play God? Could he wield such power responsibly? These questions haunted him, gnawing at the edges of his consciousness. The weight of his creation, the power to unwrite a life, pressed down on him. He often found himself lost in thought, sitting on a rock or wandering through the fields, contemplating the ramifications of his work. The natural setting provided a stark contrast to the artificial complexity of his invention, reminding him of the delicate balance he was attempting to disrupt. The burden of his responsibility was immense, and he felt it with every fibre of his being. Tonight he would test his creation, not on a lab rat, not on a simulation, but on himself. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the field, Evan prepared for the most critical experiment of his life. He set up his equipment with meticulous care, each movement deliberate and precise. The night air was cool and still, a perfect backdrop for the monumental task ahead. He knew that this test would either validate his life's work or shatter it completely. With a deep breath, he activated the chronotron, ready to face whatever the future or the past had in store. Doubt gnawed at the edges of Evan's resolve. What if he was wrong? What if oblivion awaited on the other side? But the scientist in him, the man who'd spent years chasing the impossible, urged him forward. He strapped himself into the chronotron's chair, a tangle of wires connecting him to the machine. His heart pounded a frantic rhythm against his ribs. This was it. Taking a deep breath, he initiated the sequence. The chronotron whirred to life, its intricate gears and circuits coming alive with a pulsating energy that seemed almost sentient. The room was bathed in an eerie blue glow, casting long shadows that danced on the walls. The humming of its core escalating into a deafening roar, a sound that seemed to resonate with the very fabric of reality. It was as if the machine was tearing through the veil of time itself, reaching into the unknown. Evan felt a tingling sensation spread through his body, starting from his fingertips and spreading like wildfire. It was an electrifying feeling, both exhilarating and terrifying. His heart pounded in his chest, each beat echoing in his ears, a million pins pricking at his skin, each one a tiny reminder of the monumental risk he was taking. His skin erupted in goosebumps, a physical manifestation of the fear and excitement coursing through him. Fear, raw and primal, clawed at his throat, threatening to choke him. His mind raced with thoughts of what could go wrong, the countless ways this could end in disaster. But amidst the fear there was also a flicker of hope, a glimmer of possibility. But he was already too far gone. The point of no return had been crossed, and then silence. The lights died down, the machine fell dormant. Evan Carter was gone. There was no struggle, no fading scream, just an abrupt end to the cacophony. Just an empty chair and the lingering hum of the chronotron, a haunting reminder of the leap he had taken. The room felt colder, emptier, as if it too mourned his absence. His gamble had been taken, the stakes were higher than ever, and the outcome uncertain. He had ventured into the abyss, leaving behind everything he knew. Had he won or lost? Only time would tell. The chronotron stood silent, a sentinel to his daring journey, waiting for the moment when it would be called upon once more. Evan opened his eyes, disoriented and afraid. Gone were the sterile confines of his lab, replaced by an endless expanse of white. He stood on nothing, yet he didn't fall. Where was he? Had the chronotron worked? He tried to call out, but his voice died in his throat, a strangled gasp that echoed endlessly. Panic welled up inside him, threatening to consume him. He was adrift in a sea of nothingness, his past, his life wiped clean. Section 5. A World Unknown. As Evan stumbled through the white void, he began to notice subtle changes. Shapes shimmered in the distance, vague and undefined. Was he constructing this reality, or was it revealing itself to him? With each step, the shapes gained definition. He saw trees unlike any he had ever seen, their branches reaching towards him like beckoning fingers. The air hummed with an alien energy, a symphony of unseen life. He wasn't on Earth, of that he was sure. Section 6. The Man Who Wasn't There. Evan spent what felt like an eternity exploring this strange new world, yet time had no meaning here. He aged, yet he didn't. He ate strange, luminous fruits, yet he never hungered. He had become a ghost, a whisper of the man he once was. The memories of his past life, of his invention, of his gamble, faded with each passing moment. Was this his punishment for tampering with forces beyond his comprehension? Section 7. Trapped in the fabric of reality. Despair threatened to engulf him. Was he destined to wander this strange, ethereal plane for eternity? He had erased himself from existence, only to find himself trapped in an even lonelier fate. But even in his despair, a spark of his old curiosity flickered. He might be lost, forgotten, but he was still alive, wasn't he? He was still Evan Carter, even if no one, not even himself, remembered who that was. Section 8. A Glimmer of Hope. As Evan explored this new reality, he began to notice patterns, echoes of his scientific mind clinging to him like a lifeline. The energy that animated this world, the very fabric of its existence, it felt familiar somehow. Could he understand it? Could he control it? The thought was both terrifying and exhilarating. He had been given a second chance not to reclaim his past, but to forge a new destiny. Section 9. The Unending Enigma. Evan closed his eyes, drawing upon the strange energy that thrummed around him. The forest around him seemed to pulse with life, each leaf and blade of grass vibrating with an unseen force. He could feel the energy coursing through his veins, intertwining with his very essence. It was as if the universe itself was speaking to him, whispering secrets that had been hidden for eons. He might be lost, but he would not be broken. The path ahead was uncertain, shrouded in mystery and danger, but Evan's resolve was unwavering. He had faced countless challenges before, and each one had only made him stronger. This was no different. He would find his way, no matter the cost. He would unravel the secrets of this place, of his existence, of the very forces he had dared to manipulate. The answers he sought were out there, hidden in the shadows of this enigmatic world. Every step he took brought him closer to the truth, to understanding the intricate web of reality that surrounded him. He was determined to uncover the mysteries that had eluded him for so long. His journey was far from over. Each day presented new challenges, new puzzles to solve, and new discoveries to be made. The road ahead was long and winding, but Evan was prepared for whatever lay ahead. He knew that his quest for knowledge and understanding would take him to places he had never imagined, and he was ready to face whatever came his way. He was a man, unmade, remade, adrift in the tapestry of reality. The experiences he had endured had changed him in ways he could never have anticipated. He was no longer the same person he had been before, but he had emerged stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever. The world around him was a vast, intricate puzzle, and he was determined to piece it together. Evan Carter, the scientist who erased himself, had become an enigma, a mystery not just for himself but for the universe to solve. His existence was a testament to the boundless possibilities of the cosmos, a reminder that there was always more to discover, more to learn. As he gazed up at the stars, he knew that his journey was just beginning, and that the answers he sought were out there, waiting to be found.